Okay, Passion Project, let's get started with Gobble Up the Cash lesson 1. Now, this lesson is going to be intense. It's going to be a lot, and I want to reassure you guys that this is also for our business owners, not just people that are employees or trying to make a side hustle. This is for everyone, so I want you to pay very close attention. Don't forget, we're giving away money for this challenge, so I want you guys to be hooked. So let's talk about how side hustles can create more capital for your business dreams. Let's say that you don't want to do a side hustle. You want to start your own clothing line or your own book selling business or whatever it is that you may want to do. Let's talk about how first, I know people that turned their side hustle into a 100K a year business. So side hustles can be your business, but that's not all. I also want you guys to understand that everybody said that they wanted to earn about $1,500 extra dollars a month. And that comes out to about $50 a day, which is it can happen really, really easily. Now, $1,500 a month is not going to show up on your doorstep, and it is not going to be easy. And you're going to wonder like, oh my gosh, I should have gone for 3,000. I should have gone for 10,000. I should have gone for a much bigger goal. But I'm right along with you. I have purchased things and been hustling with Alex to make this extra $1,500 a month. And I have been able to do it, and so has Alex on his own. Now, what we're going to do with this money may go toward our business, which is how you guys can utilize your side hustle to think about how much inventory you need for your business, or if you wanted to get an extra add-on, or you want to start your Shopify website, you need extra money to do those things. Or maybe you're in the horse training business and you need some panels to set up a new round pen for lessons. You can use this capital for anything in your business. So I want you to get really focused on what it is that you're doing, because this is not just a side hustle. You're not just garage sailing to make the days go by. You are trying to do the things to make money come out of thin air, and it's going to take a lot of work. So let's talk about who can do it. I think that absolutely anybody can do it. This has no age restrictions, has no geographical issues. Anybody that's got a cellular device can do this. So if you've got a cell phone, you are sometimes able to drive. Maybe you're not able to drive. You're too young. You can get your friend, your mom, your dad, somebody to help you drive. You can do these things. These are not the side hustles that we talked about before. This is going to be flipping. Let's talk about garage sales. So there is an app that you can download called Yard Sale. Also, I find that Craigslist has really great items for garage sales and listings that you can go through. I like to look for multifamily or neighborhood sanctioned garage sales. That way I can hit several in one geographical area. You are going to find that this is a lot of fun. This is something that turns into a game. If you've ever watched the show Storage Wars, this is like the poor man's version of Storage Wars. So Alex and I both own big time 7-figure companies, and we garage sale on the weekends that we're home. It's something that I love to do when I'm on the rodeo road, because I'm traveling, so I can get different items in different locations geographically. Say you're a truck driver, say you've got a long commute, look for garage sales in places on your lunch hour or places near where you travel to, because you can find different items that may be more rare where you come from. For instance, Alex wanted a vintage Honda three-wheeler, and we found them in Milwaukee for $400, sometimes as low as $250. I looked up the listing in Dallas just to see if we could make some money flipping these, because we found so many. And the cheapest that we found them in terrible condition in Dallas was $1,900. So had I had this all scheduled out, I would have taken my horse trailer, unloaded it, and loaded up about 4 of these Hondas, taken them back to Dallas, us keeping one in the clear, and then selling the other 3 for a much higher margin. So for me, what I like to look for at garage sales are Starbucks mugs, collectible mugs, Hallmark mugs. These are things that go really high. If you're looking in this picture, some things that you can resell are lots of children's clothes. Taking children's clothes, buying them up, and then separating them by size, putting them in a little bag, and selling $10 grab bags for new moms or parents with a lot of children. They love having a lot, meaning The lot is several items in one bag. I always discourage you from these bigger items that you see, like speakers or chairs or tables, unless you're someone that knows how to rehab furniture and you have a local market for that, because we want to look at things that are very easy for you to ship. Shipping is going to be the next phase of this, and you're going to feel like, oh, this is so much work. And then I'm going to break it down to you of how much you're making per hour. Remember, if you sell something here and make 20 bucks in 1 hour of garage sailing and putting it up on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, you're now making $20, $30, or $40 per hour, which I'm sure can add up to more than you're paying yourself in your business or more than you're making at your regular job. So stay focused. The other thing I love to do is go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, and find vintage things that I then resell on Mercari or OfferUp or Poshmark. These are all really great apps that you can find some really cool things in. I like to find vintage band shirts that have, Def Leppard or whatever is very trendy. And then I use a YouTube video. I follow a chick and I cut them up a little bit, or I spray bleach. And it is my separate side hustle to have these vintage band shirts. Actually inspired a shirt in my line with ranch dressing. But I spray bleach those shirts and then put them up on Mercari or Poshmark. So that's something really cool. You can get those at Goodwill for anywhere from 50 cents to $3 to $6, and you can sell them on Mercari with a little bit of sprucing up for like $25 to $35, and then shipping on top of that. So retail arbitrage. Scoutify 2 is the app that you're going to need for this. Retail arbitrage is basically trading commodities on the retail market. So to go into further depth, and you guys let me know if you want me to go way in depth on retail arbitrage, I totally will. But it is buying something at retail stores that are discounted, that have a really great margin of $20 to $40 per item, and you reselling them on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay. So these items you don't need a coupon code for to find them. The app Scoutify 2 is a really great app to help you understand what the margin is on the item and how much people have been listing them for. But the easiest way to get started is to download the eBay app. And the eBay app up in the top search bar has got a place to scan barcodes. Stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, and there's one more I'm forgetting, sell tons of shoes. I believe it's Ross, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx are the three main ones that I go to. So you're going to go in here, and this is what I did in college to pay my way, and when I lived in New York as a model to pay my rent. This is what I did, and it's just become popular all over again. So these retailers, you can go, and even at Nike outlets, it takes some time, but what you're going to do is go in, take out your eBay app, and you're going to scan every single pair of shoes until you find ones that have a big margin of $20 to $40. Now, what you want to stick to is Adidas, Nike, and Puma. Those are going to be the three, and the youth sizes and the really big sizes like sizes 13, 14, and 15 are going to make you the most money. So go through there, scan each item, and make your listing on eBay. You are going to make some really amazing margins. I have friends that I know that sell tons and tons and tons of shoes. When they go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, they don't care what they look like. The stores know what they're doing. They help them cart the things out to their car. They will buy $1,500 to $5,000 worth of shoes at one store. So that will help you guys understand. Now let's set a budget for how much you can spend this week. What do you have that you can spend? I know that you've got your passion jar. It may be a really good place for you to take a withdrawal from that passion jar and take $20 to $100 and hit up one of these outlets to be able to spend some money on something that you can flip this week. If you're employed, how many dollars an hour do you make? Write that number down for me. I want you to post it just make a blank worksheet and post it within the group this week. In your dream world, how many dollars an hour would you make? And I want you to see that selling one pair of shoes from retail arbitrage could possibly double what you're making an hour at your current job. Okay, here is where else to find things to sell. This is Craigslist, yard sales that we discussed, and Facebook Marketplace. Amazon is a fabulous place. Somebody may have a lot of items, which a lot doesn't refer to many. It means the lot that you can buy, or a mystery box of items also is a big seller on Amazon. You can buy some things very, very cheaply and then place them back on Facebook Marketplace. The other place to find some amazing things to sell is your house, honey. I know that there is tons of stuff that you can find around your house. Me and my friends in a couple of weeks are going to have a virtual yard sale. We've been cleaning out our homes for this passion project exactly to show you guys. Cleaned out our house and we are doing a giant virtual yard sale. So I want you guys to think about doing that. Here are great things to buy: collectible dishes, Disney figurines, action figures. It is a great idea to bring your kids with you when you go to garage sales because they're going to know exactly the name of what the action figures are, what the Disney figurines are, and look for the tags. Make sure that these are from Disney. The Disney plushes, the Disney toys, those are big hot sellers, especially if you can get them for 50 cents. Also, Matchbox cars, vintage games, vintage clothing, collectible pins like Olympic pins. For me, I really try to scout horse equipment and any equipment that's in your field of expertise. But please remember, you want these things to be easy to ship because you're going to go to the post office. And the first few times, it may be a little bit rough for you to get there. But I want you guys to understand USPS is where you need to go. And you do need to charge your customers for shipping because the USPS is for sure going to charge you. Also, going to stamps.com will help you get a rough estimate what it's going to cost to ship to your customer. Then you can see if you want to ship internationally or if you where you can save money. A lot of the priority mailboxes are very easy to ship with. The boxes provided are free, which is going to really save on your margin, and it comes with free tracking. So it's something that your customer is going to love. So get it together, not the package, yourself. All of this is going to be hard. All of it's going to take time. You can find a reason to not do all of it. But remember, you're in the middle of a challenge and you're in the middle of your life. Let's get it together and see how much money an hour you can start to figure out you are worth. Let's get after it, guys. Go show me your work.